People sometimes ask if my truck ever gets dirty. Well, the answer is yes, and today is a good example. After all, this is Everyday Tacoma, and today I'm going to get dirty too. I'm doing an oil change with a little twist that will make future oil changes hopefully faster, cleaner, and way less messy. The Fumoto oil drain will drain the oil, swap the spin-on filter, refill it with Mobil 1, and install the Fumoto F133N valve. So every future oil change just takes minutes. Now this here is the Fumoto valve. It's got a locking plastic collar on it that keeps the actuating arm from being rotated up. To actuate it, right now it's in the closed position, but you raise it up and then you rotate it around and now it's open. So that collar keeps it from coming open by accident. It also is spring-loaded, so it keeps itself from actually being rotated, and it's not quite that easy to rotate. So that's the Fumoto. So you're going to have to go and dig into your tool bag or tool roll, and I just did a video on that. But you're going to need a 14mm socket and ratchet from the tool roll, an oil filter wrench, an oil catch pan, gloves, rags, a funnel, and I like a threaded Toyota style funnel that locks into the filler neck. It doesn't wobble around on you. You're going to need a Toyota 90915-YZZN1 spin-on filter, in my case, and about 5.9 quarts of 0W20 synthetic oil. I'm using Mobil 1 Extended Performance, and they claim it's good for 20,000 miles. But I'm going to stick with 5,000 mile interval. Now, I'm going to bring this in a little bit, but now you guys can see that this is how I get to the oil drain valve, okay? Just so that you guys understand, and you can see it, this is how you pop off the oil drain, okay? I'm not going to pop it right now because I don't have a pan under it. I just want to do that to show you guys where it's at. When I pop this thing, you're going to find out that oil just gushes out of this thing, and the first time I did it into a catch pan and it splashed oil everywhere. So this time I'm going to drain it into a bucket. And just so that you guys can see, the oil actually came back on itself, went over the edge of the bucket, and went all over the ground. So no matter what I tried, I still made one heck of a mess. That's the part number of the oil filter, and when I open the box up, there's the oil filter and the little crush washer for the drain plug. Okay, the Fumoto, which I'm about to install in a moment, already comes with a crush washer on it, so I'm not going to need it right now. This is the oil filter wrench. It's a 2 3/8 to 2 7/16, and that's what works on this. And I've also got what they call a flexible funnel. Okay, this thing can be configured to drain around things. So I'm going to try to set you guys up where you get a good view of this. I'm about to put my flexible funnel in place. It figures I just laid it down. I've actually got it loose a little bit. Okay, that's just enough. Now I can hold this up in here, pull it off by hand. I don't expect it to drain too much. Of course, I missed again. Missed the bucket, that is. You see, you guys can see what I mean. Even though I'm trying to be clean about this, not coming across the best way. Okay, so we're going to put this filter back in place. Well, not back in place, but we're going to put a new one on, the new one in place. Okay, that pretty much stops the flow. Okay, so now I've got it just a little bit tighter, and the oil filter is complete. I do have a rag here to clean up this mess here, but at least I didn't get it all over the frame rail and all that stuff. So the Fumoto's already got the gasket on it, the crush gasket, and what am I doing? Let's get back here to see what I'm doing. Okay, now I'm going to give it a quarter turn. That should put me in the right position. Okay. Okay, the lever, just so that you guys can see it, the lever is right here. See it? So that can push and rotate, and it's kind of up and out of the way, and there's that plastic collar around it. And this comes down, and I think I'm going to be happy with this. It's all tight. Next time, there'll be a hose coming off of this. Okay, this here is a lifesaver when it comes to not making a mess, because there's been many times where I've used a funnel and it keeps tipping over on me, and I ended up getting oil all over the engine. Okay, this one screws right into it. It doesn't move. So now I can start adding oil. So this is the oil that I used, the 0W20 SAE, extended performance, and it protects for 20,000 miles, guaranteed, advanced full synthetic. So that's what I'm using. Here goes. See how thin that stuff is? I'll let that drain out while I open another one. Now that that one's drained out, I can bring this one in. Okay, and close up the old one. And we repeat that until I got 5 quarts in there. Because the last quart has to be 0.9 quart. So it's zeroed out. I put my full bottle on there. Okay, that's 30.2. So I want to take three fluid ounces out of this thing. So that'll give me my 0.9 of a quart. Okay, so we're just looking at the numbers. We're not trying to be exact or anything like that. So that tells me I need to go to 27. Drain that down to 27. And let me do that, because it's kind of hard to do that and hold the camera at the same time. So now I've got this at 27. Okay. And I think we're in business. So let's pour this in. Again, I'm amazed how thin this is. Supposedly it gets its lubricity through the additive package that they put into these really thin oils nowadays. It's not necessarily the oil, it's the additive package. Okay? So now we've got the oil in. Let me take the funnel out and put the cap back on, and we'll check the oil. Okay, so I'm putting the cap back in. Make sure it's snug. Okay. And let me put you guys in a position where you can see me check the oil. Okay, and here's where something from one of my previous videos comes in handy. This over here is the hood support rod that goes into that thing. I don't need that to be in my way because I have pneumatic hood struts. Okay, and that's these things right over here. So that's not in my way. I can get in here and do whatever I want. So let me get my rag here. I know this is probably at an angle, so it'll be a little bit different. I'll check it after I get it off again. But I just want to make sure everything's copacetic. Make sure everything is working right. Yep, everything's good. I double checked it. We're good. Okay, so the oil's good. I like the way it looks, nice and clean. It's hard to tell where it is on a brand new dipstick. So there's two things I want to check before this oil change is done, and they're not necessarily oil change things, but I always take a look at my air filter. And my air filter looks brand new almost. So I don't need an air filter. That's after 5,000 miles. Whoops. Okay, put it in the other way. Okay. Okay, everything's back together correctly. Now there's one more thing that I check. Let's go around and do it right now. Again, my truck's dirty, so I'm going to try to do this one-handed. Okay, this is my glove box. Here's my leather manual case that I go over in the interior mods video. Here's my organizer, okay, which I super glued together to make it stay in one piece and not rattle around. And in the back of here, in the back, right here, I pull this out. There's a little tab on this side. Now I can get to my cabin filter. And I need to get down here where I can see what the heck I'm doing. Okay, another piece that comes out. And there's the cabin filter. I wish they had a tab on it that you could grab a hold of. And that's my cabin filter. There's a little bit of crud in here. Yeah, I'm going to have to replace it probably soon. I can knock some of this garbage out of it. There's a good use of a predator step. Okay. So, let's put this back in. I know the status of that. That's going to get replaced one of these days soon. Okay, I got it back together, and I can close my glove box. So that's what the oil looked like after well, actually not even 5,000 miles. I changed it last at 2,500. And actually the way I did it is I changed it 800, 2,500, and now I'm changing it 5,000, and I'll change every 5,000 from here on out. This next one coming up is at 10,000, and Toyota does it, so let's see what happens. Okay, that's it. Oil's changed. The Toyota spin-on filters installed, 5.9 quarts of fresh Mobil 1, and a Fumoto valve. So this Tacoma is good for another 5,000 miles at this point. You know, I know the Fumoto valve is a little controversial. Some people love it. Others say that they'll never trust it. What do you think? Would you run one or on your Tacoma, or stick with the stock plug? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear what your take. And don't forget, new videos every Taco Tuesday. You know, coming soon is the skid plate evaluations, photography tips, and how I make my custom address sign metal art. That's one of the videos that's coming up, and I think you guys want to check that one out at customaddresssign.com. So until next time, be careful out there, guys. Oh, and one more thing. This truck needs to get washed. So I'm out of here. Later.